Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm a college student and I'm on spring break. Now, since I made my last video, I've actually finished 3 books, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each of them. And I'm not going to give anything away because I want you guys to read these books. The first one was Nightshade by Andrea Kramer, and it was just amazing. You guys have no idea unless you've read it, of course. Now, Nightshade is about this pack of wolves, and the main character's name is Calla. I know what you're thinking, you're immediately jumping to Twilight, but let me tell you why this is so much better. Every single character in this book has depth, which the characters in Twilight don't really have. And the storyline is fantastic. Andrea Kramer really knows how to write a good book. Seriously, I was reading one chapter of Nightshade and I felt like the entire series of Twilight happened in this one chapter. This book pulls you in from page 1. What I really like about Nightshade is that Andrea Kramer gives you piece by piece, little by little information as you go on. You don't fully understand the book until the last chapter. And even then you're left wondering. But lucky for us, she's making more books in the series, and the second one is due to come out this summer. I could not put the book down. It was fantastic. So I highly recommend that book to you guys. The second one was a reread for me, but it still counts towards my 50 book challenge. I read Paper Towns by John Green. Now, this is my second time reading the book, but it was still amazing. It was even cooler because I live in Orlando right now, which is where the book takes place, and I actually understood the location a lot more. They drive on this road called Colonial, which is really close to me. I know where that street is. I've been on it. So it was really special because I kind of felt like, oh, I've been in the book. I know where they are. I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you know of John Green and you know how fantastic his books are. If you haven't read Paper Towns, please read it. If you have read Paper Towns, please read it again. I can't tell you enough how wonderful an author John Green is. He almost makes me want to be an author myself, except that I can't really write. I always did well in English and got A's on most of my essays, but that does not mean I can write a novel. Maybe when NaNoWriMo comes around this year, I'll participate, but we shall not know what! Come in. Yes, what do you want?
Started now.
Okay, I'll be right there in 2 minutes.
Good.
Alright, the third book that I read was Catching Fire. I started the Hunger Games series back in September, but I haven't gotten to reading Catching Fire till now. I love these type of books and I love what Suzanne Collins has done with this series. Now, if you guys haven't read Catching Fire, you need to go back and read Hunger Games first and then read Catching Fire because it is the second book in the series. The Hunger Games happens in the future. There's this place called the Capitol that is controlling all the districts. They have an annual Hunger Games where each district has to forfeit 2 children to battle to the death. And this girl Katniss Everdeen plays the protagonist. I can't really tell you more than that because 1, it would spoil the first book, and 2, it would spoil the second book. But the second book is really good. Personally, I did not know where they were going to take the book, but I was pleasantly surprised when I found out what they did. You can really feel the characters, and it makes you think about what you would do in situations like these. Because let's face it, we watch movies and we play video games where people just get murdered like that. But when you read these books and you realize that these children have to kill each other to save their own lives, it makes you think, what would you do? It makes me think, how far would I go if I was in that situation and if I would even make it? These are children we're talking about. These are the future. And that's what makes the Hunger Games so fantastic, because it puts the children in charge. Or does it? And that's why I started reading Mockingjay, which will be my 9th book in my 50 book challenge. I think I'm on track right now. But in the comments, please put some more books that I can read. I've secured 2 library cards for 2 different counties in the area so I can rent me some books. Personally, I like buying books. I like to give back to the author. I like to add to my library. But unfortunately, I'm a college student and I am poor. When I'm older and have more money, I will certainly buy these books and add them to my collection, even if I do not read them again. But let's face it, I'm a reader, and if it's a good book, I'll read it again, and all the books that I've read so far have been pretty good books. Please also let me know how you guys are doing in your challenge, and if you have any suggestions for more videos that you want to see that aren't 50 book challenge related, I'll let you guys go now, but I'll talk to you later. Bye.